What's happening, y'all? Well, I ain't doing shit. I'm just sitting here waiting to go to work. Well, not go to work, but start. And I was just thinking about how I kind of got away from doing some things that I would normally do when it comes to the mind and reprogramming the subconscious mind. We all kind of get, caught up in life, everyday life, things that happen, and I'm no different. In my situation, with, damn it. In my situation with, needing to find a place kind of has me in this space where I've been forgetting about how to use my mind to get what I want. And I've been doing things more externally than internally. Because when you're using your subconscious mind, that's all about doing things internally. Consciously, you're doing things that's externally. So instead of me, like I have been stating, how grateful I am for everything, but I haven't been using my mind to actually get the place that I desire. I've been looking more externally, like I said, at things where I'm like, okay, I've got to do X, Y, Z in order for me to get this place, which I think I may have stated before about I need to redo my hair so bad, y'all. And I don't want to do it over until I get into my own place. But I believe I had stated that I froze all the secondary credit bureau reporting agencies, as well as the primary ones, the Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, so that I can clear some things on my credit report, so that it's not negatively impacting my ability to get a place. However, even with that, I haven't really been utilizing my mind the way that I need to just go inside. And I started thinking about this, like really, really thinking about this, because I think I've been doing things the wrong way. Like the apartment that I seen that I wanted, I asked for. I got it. The first apartment that I seen, it was nice, but it wasn't really what I wanted. I mean, it kind of was, but kind of wasn't. I wanted I seen a townhome, but the townhome had no basement, no basement, and they turned me down. The first one turned me down because of something with my credit report. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna, get down about it. I'm just gonna do what I normally do. And I always say that when it comes to apartments, I always find the best apartments, and I always get what I want. And I do. So what I did was I wrote down what I wanted, which was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, spacious apartment, or, for what I can get. And, darn it, I hate when that happens. Spacious apartment. I wanted it to be affordable. I wanted to have a washer and dryer. And, I gotta close my damn windows because these bugs up here. I said that I wanted it to be around $1,100 or less. Oh, what else did I say? I think I said I did say a washer and dryer. I want a washer and dryer. But the main thing that was really important for me was to have a 2-bathroom, full bathroom, not half. I want a full bathroom to myself. And I wrote all that stuff down. The next day, when I was looking online, I found exactly what I wanted. 2-bedroom, 2 full bathroom townhome, decent space, basement, washer and dryer for $1,000. And I still feel in my spirit that this place is mine. I can see myself in that place. That place is mine. And I kept saying it. The thing is, I got disappointed because when I applied for it, I was not approved for the place, which I don't believe that. Okay? Call me crazy, but sometimes that's how you have to be when you are in the position of trying to manifest what you want. I do not believe that that is not my place. I literally can see myself in that place. And so I went out and I started looking at furniture for this place. I really can see myself there. So my thing is, if I don't get that place, I'm going to get something like it or better. That's what I always believe. I'll get the equivalent of that or better. My hair is growing so fast. I just redid my hair. But I started thinking, that I have been going about looking at everything externally so much that I negated to do the work that I need to do by going inside to manifest what I want. And I feel like ever since I've been, just going all around, it's been really challenging for me to stay consistent with all of my practices, and especially like where I'm at right now. I can't really um, do things the way that I would like to do. And so I have to find ways to get around um, what I'm what I want to do, so that I can still do what I want to do. I didn't say that right. I have to find ways around my situation to be able to still do the things that I like to do, because I feel like spiritually I have not been on top of my game, and I don't like that. Um, I don't like that. It's been a lot of different things that have been coming at me, not just, with me personally, but other things that have happened, that are happening with other people, that I feel are having an effect on me, and I need to get refocused. I need to get refocused. I started going back and listening to my book, audio book of The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. He's one of those older speakers like Neville Goddard, and has really powerful stuff. And I noticed that when I was doing some of the techniques that were suggested in the book, that things were changing for me. And so I'm going back to it again, and I usually journal and write while I do those, while I go through the book. So that's what I'm going to do, because I need things to change for me, and quickly. I know the power that the mind holds, and I know the things that I need to do. It's just sometimes you get so caught up with everything else that you tend to forget, how much control you really have over your circumstances mentally. And so I'm working right now on getting my vibration back to where it needs to be, so that I can align with my desires to get what I want, because this is not me. So I would tell you, sometimes it really takes time to get there. I've gotten so caught up in this 911 show that I started falling asleep to it. And it's been weeks, and I love the show, but I find that sometimes I like to go to sleep to stuff like this because my dreams tend to be so interesting. But I find that it's now interfering with what I'm trying to manifest for my life, so I can't do that. I'm going back to doing my manifestation techniques before I go to bed and when I wake up, playing a scene over in my head about what it is that I want, and also periodically through the day putting myself in a passive state and suggesting things to my mind. So what I tend to do is, and I actually do have the time here at this job because of the way that they schedule, or not schedule, but the way that we have to do our rounds of watching the kids. I can take time before, when I take a break, I can take the time to actually almost put myself in like a sleep-like state and make those suggestions to my mind of what it is that I desire. And I have the ability to do it a few times throughout the evening. So before you go to bed, you should be thinking of what it is that you desire, and you need to put yourself in a place where you actually feel that this is something that is happening, that you have it, that it is real to you, but you have to be consistent. You can't just do it for a little bit and stop, because you don't tend to see the reality, so-called reality of it happening as quickly as you like. You have to stay consistent, because we live in such a dense world that it takes for some things a longer time to show up in your reality than what they would in the spiritual world. In the ethers, you can just think something and immediately it's going to show up. But this world takes a bit more time for things to manifest, and that's why most people don't get what it is that they desire, because they give up so soon. They're not persistent because they don't see it happening right away. They don't have the wherewithal to stick to whatever their goal is. And you have to be more patient. You know, it's like you don't put a seed in the ground and one day and the next day go outside and expect to see a full-blown tree, or even in a week or even a month. You don't expect to see a full-blown tree. It takes time. And so you have to stay true to the vision of what it is that you desire. And after a while, it will come to fruition, but you have to give this world time energetically to move things in a way that is going to bring about the desires that you are seeking. You can't be a quitter. You really can't. Is that a car coming? What the hell? I know that is not a spider web trying to build on my car. So yeah, you just have to stay consistent. And so that's the one thing that I can say. And this even goes for, you know, when you look at your mindset and how you feel plays a big part in what ends up happening to you. A lot of times, and I'll say it even like this, like when people pray, a lot of times people don't get what they want, because for 1 minute they'll pray this tremendous prayer, and then they'll get up from the prayer and not believe that they just have what they just asked for. They completely void out the prayer that they just made, because now they're trying to figure out, you know, how's this going to happen. You don't try to figure it out. You just believe that you have it. And you go about your day knowing inside that you've already got your desire. And it's like, again, I know that things are the way that they are. Like, I was told one thing, and externally I started to kind of get down, because I was like, man, I was really looking forward to this apartment, and yet and still in my heart I still believe and see that this place is mine. I'm not giving up on the fact that I know that this place is mine. It is what I asked for. Now, if I don't get this place and I get something else, then great, because the only thing that I wrote down that this place did not have was a gas stove. That's it, a gas stove. So, like I said, I'm either going to get this place or something just like it or better. But I'm not going to not believe that that I'm not going to get what I have asked for. It just takes consistency and persistence in knowing that I've already got it, what I desire. I'm still going to work on what I need to work on as far as my credit, because there's no harm in doing that. But when it comes to trying to do anything else, I'm just going to believe that I've already got what I've asked for. I need to be in a place of my own, and I am so tired of living with people. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore, and I want my privacy, you know. I want to be able to eat properly again, because I don't really eat the way that I need to, simply because of my circumstances. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel completely comfortable where I am, and therefore I don't eat the way that I would like to eat, because I hermit myself so that I'm not around anyone to get in the way of changing any dynamics in the house. But it's just very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. Man, I can see myself being in my own place like so super soon. It's almost scary. It's gonna come. It's like coming, like it's here. Just waiting to see the evidence of it. And that's where, people have to be patient and not give up their focus on what they want. So if you guys have never read the book or listened to it, it's called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. It is on YouTube, the audio, and it is by Joseph Murphy. It's very good because he explains the difference between the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, how they work together, and how you can go about using certain techniques to reprogram your subconscious mind and take authority over your mind to receive the things that you would like to have. I know this job, I sought out this job. This was one of the first jobs that I had interviewed at, and I feel like I should have been here already months ago. The position that I applied for, I didn't get, but I kept seeing myself working here. And even though I didn't get it back then, I got it months later in a different position, but I'm still here. I just felt like this was the place for me, especially when I came and interviewed and everything. I was like, yeah, this is definitely for me. And it's the same feeling that I have when it comes to that apartment. I know that that apartment is my apartment. I know that it is. I picked out furniture and everything that's going to fit perfectly in that place. And so now it's just a matter of waiting to see how energetically circumstances move to come around on my behalf to be able to be in that place, because it's what I asked for. It's what I asked for. So don't give up, you guys, on, whatever it is that you are manifesting. Just understand that you have to stay consistent with doing the mental work for it. don't give up. Don't give up. And don't mind me while I'm trying to do some of my hair while waiting. Like, this is literally all I've been doing with my hair for the last month, is redoing my braids individually, a few at a time, because I'm not trying to take this hair style out until I get in my own place, because I see myself in my place taking this hair out, washing my hair in the sink, sitting down in my bedroom or in my living room and watching a show while doing my hair. I see it. I can feel it. I swear to goodness, I can feel it. It's so freaking real. And I'm keeping that image in my head. That place is mine. It's mine. So my hair is not going to come out until then, and I ain't gonna sport no fro. I would love to. But yeah, I've already said I'm not taking this hair out until I get into my apartment. My apartment is where I'm going to do my new hairstyle, because it's going to go into, you know, me refreshing my hair is what I'm doing now, but me doing a new hairstyle is going to be in my new apartment. And that is what I believe is going to happen. So check out Joseph Murphy, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Check out the techniques that he has in there and try some. He says there's things that you do in the morning when your brain is in the theta state, before you get up. There's also things that you do all throughout the day, and then also things that you do at night right before you go to bed when your brain is in the theta state as well. But the one thing that you have to do is control your thoughts. You cannot think something and then go against that thought all through the day with negative thoughts that contradict what you want. Because whatever it is that you desire, then it pushes it away. So you cannot do that. You have to stay consistent to the outcome of the desire. You have to stay consistent to the outcome. So I will let y'all go. I just wanted to, say a little something before before I go into work. I still have another half hour, so I'll probably do maybe like one more braid, and then I'm going to sit here and go into a meditative state. See my desire, feel my desired outcome, because you have to live in the end. Living in the end is living in the desired wish that you want. And I'm going to be there for a minute, and then I'm going to let it go. Not trying to figure out how it's going to come about, but just knowing that it will. So I will talk to you guys the next time, and we'll see what happens next. All right. Peace out, y'all.